Hi everyone, it's Lynn and welcome to my channel. This is Halloween.
Danger! Danger! Get on the floor! The feeling right here! Sing it!
So this video is a story time on how me and my ex-best friend, the rise and fall of our friendship, and how I manifested my new best friend. Also, it's Vlogtober. I'm going to try to do Vlogtober all of October. This is my favorite month, by the way, after March. Anywho, so this is gonna be, it used to be such a touchy topic for me. We're just gonna get right into it, okay? I got my sparkling water. No wine, just sparkling water, okay? Let me take a sip. You know how I do. Well, you don't know yet, but I love sparkling water. All right, and I wrote down a timeline because y'all, this been some years ago. Me and my ex-best friend were friends since kindergarten. And we stopped becoming friends my second year of college, after my second year of college. So it's been some time. I didn't graduate from college in 23. You know, if you gotta count with your fingers. For 4 years. I count with my fingers, so I don't care and I'm not ashamed. And I will teach my children, when I have children, you better use them fingers to count. I do it all the time. All right, so let's just start it off. We're gonna, for name purposes, because I don't know if this person will see this video, and people who follow me are probably friends with her. I don't want, you know, none of that. So to protect this person's identity, we're gonna call them CC, okay? CC and I were best friends since kindergarten. We met in kindergarten, okay? I don't know specific stories of kindergarten. All I know is I used to get bullied a lot. Not a lot, let me not say that. I got bullied here and there. I was the shortest in my class, the tiniest and the shortest, and I'm still short. And Cece was the tallest, you know, of the girls in our class. So we just kind of like gelled together naturally. I don't even know how it started, but we just did. And all I know is throughout elementary school and middle school, she was like my big sister. Like if you saw her, you saw me, vice versa. Like we were tight. I really did love her. I always saw her as a big sister figure. We went to school together from kindergarten to 7th grade. I moved to a different middle school. She still remained at the school we was at. But that still didn't stop us. Like from 7th grade and all in high school, we was in separate schools. And we still was tight. Like after we got home from school, we would call each other on the phone. We'd be talking about the day, talking about what happened at her school, tell what happened at my school. I was crushing on a boy that was still at our old school, so she kept updates like, girl. I would ride my bike to her house because she stayed pretty close to me. So we kept in touch. We were tight still. Like, you would still think we were still tight friends, even though we didn't go to the same school. It wasn't until we got to college is when things started to tremble. First year college, fun. Like, we was going to parties. That's when we started to drink. We was partying a little bit. She went through some stuff. I was there. I was her rock and vice versa. Like, we were tight still. Okay, boom. Second year of college. We move in. I was hesitant at first because it was starting to add up from freshman year. I was like, hey, I was over how much it costs to live on campus, but I still did it anyway. And, I was like, okay, this is my best friend. We can live together. When you move in with somebody, you're going to have your likes and dislikes because you don't know nobody till you live with them. So maybe times where she likes to sleep with the light on and I like dark. So it'll be something like that. We kind of bump heads, or maybe me having the TV up too loud while she's studying. It's your best friend, so you don't think too much of it. Second year, like maybe a month or so in, she started to go, CC joined this religious group on campus, and she was getting heavily involved in the Bible and in religion, just really heavy in this group. And that was fine. You know, I'm not the type of friend ever where we gotta hang out all the time. Like, she started to have her own group of friends, and I did my own thing. I am cool being solo dolo. It came to the point where I felt like she was judging me. This group she was in, like, I went to a few of their meetings they had, and it was okay when I first went, but the more she got heavily in and she was like, yeah, you should come with me and stuff, it was kind of like, it started to feel a little judgy. If you guys don't know, I am a lesbian, open and proud femme lesbian. So I had a girlfriend at that time, and Cece and my girlfriend was friends even before I went to live with her in college. Like, we all hung out in the summer. Once she started this group and started joining in and was heavily into it, is where she kind of like started to judge, like, you know, like wouldn't hang out with us much. Just would say certain things. Just, I didn't feel safe anymore. I didn't feel like this was my big sister. He was kind of judging me for the way I was living my life. And as an adult, it wasn't the fact of if she agreed or not. Like, you don't have to agree with what I do, and I don't have to agree with what you do, but it's how you treat somebody. It's the treatment of it. And that started to change. And where me and my girlfriend at the time were in our dorm room, and I think we were napping. And, you know, I was laying in my bed. Was as soon as you open the door, my bed's right here. So we were napping, and we were facing the wall. So our backs was towards the door. So I was a little spoon, she was a big spoon. We was just spooning and laying that way. All of a sudden I hear, you know, the door open, and it's Cece. And it's Cece and her prior roommate from freshman year. They walk in, and all I hear is, people better get their act right, because he's coming back, and people better start changing their ways, and things of that nature, like out loud for us to hear. And my friend never talked to me like that before. She never judged me. And she was coming in there to grab some things she needed, and then she left. As soon as that door closed, I just burst into tears. And my girlfriend at the time just had to hold me like, you know, it's okay. That hurt me so bad. I get you don't agree with my lifestyle, but I would never, ever do something like that to you. I would never pass judgment on anybody that I love or claim to love. And that's exactly what was happening. Because she told me deep, dark secrets that I still to this day have never even told nobody. I was really kept because this was my best friend since kindergarten. After that, it was like, yeah, we strictly didn't hang out after that. Like, we kind of had certain schedules. Like, we wouldn't even see each other except for it's time to go to bed. Like, I would go to class. After class, I'm going straight to the gym. I was heavy in the gym then. Go to the gym, go eat, came back, studied. She kind of like had her group. She did her own little schedule, but we was like never seeing each other mostly. And it went like that for months. And then it was like an elephant was growing in the room more and more. And it just felt uncomfortable. It's just crazy how like this person is supposed to be my best friend. Like, what the heck? Until eventually she actually broke the ice. She was like, yeah, we need to talk. I was like, okay. Sat down, and she just expressed, you know, she doesn't agree with, I don't agree with your lifestyle, and basically sort of trying to like, you need to change. It felt like conversion, like you trying to convert me to be straight. So the only question I had to say was like, okay, so let's say I got married tomorrow to such. Would you come? And she took the longest pause, like, long pause. And she said, well, if you really wanted me there, I'll come. But honestly, I wouldn't want to be there, but I'll be there if you really wanted me there. That instant as well, I knew for sure, like, yeah, it's cut. Because like I said, it's things she told me before that I did not agree with. Like, girl, why you doing this? But it never would make me stop being your friend. That's the thing. Like, ain't nothing gonna stop my love for you. But even thinking about it now, like, she was slick way trying to convert me. Boy on campus too, that was very attractive. But I didn't see him that way because I don't look at guys like that. But he was very attractive, and we had a class together. We studied together and everything. She was like, girl, you better talk to him. And he even knocked on my dorm room one day. And she was like, girl. And then I came to the door and asked her. I guess he wanted some notes. I don't know. And he left. Look at this boy and look at that boy. Knowing I'm not looking at boys, you know? Just the disrespect aspect of that. I don't know, after college, right when we left the dorms, she did try to reach out to me. Because let's go to such party. Like, I think I just kindly declined. And after that, I just stopped talking to her. Like, literally. And we haven't talked face to face since college, actually. About, like, I couldn't even talk about this story without crying. And I'm very, like, over it now. Like, I grew. But I think the reason I was so emotional about it afterwards was because it was like grieving a best friend. Like, you know, it was sad. And then also, she made me feel like God didn't love me. At that time, I actually kind of believed it. I felt like God didn't love me. Like, you know, she's so heavily reading the Bible, so she must know more. And I see her as a big sister. She always protected me. I genuinely was like, kind of convinced a little bit. And the years to come after to where I am now, I've met amazing people who got me on track, and I started to know God for myself. And no, I know he loves me. He loves me, you know, he loves everyone. So I started to regain my power and regain my knowledge of God and our relationship. I started to really pray for a best friend. I really prayed and looked in. I was like, Lord, I want a friend that's like me. I want a friend I can relate to, because I always was that friend that had all straight friends. Like, always talking about all this stuff, and I can't relate. I don't do those things. So I was like, Lord, I want someone like me. I want a friend that's like me. I want her to be, if she's not a lesbian, gay, I want her to at least be in the community. I want her to know some stuff. Then my second thing was, I want her to be older than me. I want her to know so much more stuff. Like, I want her to be, like, so knowledgeable, because that's one thing I did love about me and Cece's friendship, was she was older, and she felt like a cover. I felt like, I don't know, I didn't want to be the big sister. I wanted someone to baby me, okay? Like, I'm the baby. I want her to be fun like me. I want us to be like, girl, let's go here and let's go there, like traveling and partying, whatever it is. Like, I want us to have that bond. Another one is, I want to feel like I'm seen and heard. Because my previous friendship with Cece, like, it was mostly her talking and I listened. I wanted someone that was listening to me too, as I'm talking, and vice versa. For them to be goal driven, like, you know, no drama, like literally living their life and have goals set and trying to change and trying to be a better person and entrepreneur, whatever it is, like, to be talented and going for it. Yo, and I really prayed on those things. I prayed, I was like, I kept imagining, like, oh, me traveling with someone and me doing this and that. And long and behold, I met my best friend, Shay. So, and I'm feeling a little emotional right now. I don't know why. Let me sip my water. Because, y'all, like, I really pray for a friendship. And I tell her this all the time. I feel like she don't believe me. But I do. I literally prayed for her. We've been friends for years. Probably now it would have been 3 years we've been friends. You know? And I really consider her a best friend because, even though we don't know each other that long, I feel like I genuinely can trust her. If I needed something, she there. And if she needed something, I'm there. It's just a genuine love for this person, you know? And we traveled, girl, I put pictures in. We went to Vegas for my birthday. And then after we went to Puerto Rico. We went to Houston for her birthday. We went to Jamaica for her birthday. Like, and the way we met, let me see. The way we met, we was at I'm gonna say Khalil. We was at Khalil's party, and she kind of was just talking to me because we had a similar thing going on. Afterwards, I found out she was kind of, you know, how you doing? Like, oh, you in the community? So it's this I think they had like a pop-up movie or something like that, and it was LGBT. So I was like, you want to go? She was like, yeah. So I just drove to her house. We drove there together. We was talking, and I feel like I could freely talk to her, and she was listening and give her opinion. And she's not a person that would just agree with whatever I'm saying, which I love too. She was like, no, I wouldn't see it like that. We went there and we had fun. Ever since then, we was going everywhere together. Like, we was like, it was tight. And yeah. And we're both grown. Like, I wish we could spend more time together. And I know I need to be a better friend, as in like initiating those things. But I know ultimately we there for each other. It's this quote, I forget from who, and I'm gonna put the snippet in, but he made an interesting quote.
Myself that for one, too, you know, this too, time don't equal loyalty.
No.
And that was a hard thing I had to tell myself with the friends that I've had
Some
for 10 plus
people
years.
serve their purpose.
That have been here forever, and you looking at your friends and your family, you looking at, you know, people around you, whether the people you work with, and, you know, we've been doing this for X amount of years, bro, but time don't equal loyalty.
Never do.
But I've had people in my life, bro, that I met
That you
last
just
year
met.
that put their heart on their sleeve for me, man.
For sure.
And they would drop anything for me any day.
Time equals no loyalty, y'all. Like, if you have a friend that you've been friends with for years, but you guys aren't growing together, like y'all don't have a similar interest, they're not generating love and good energy to you, or don't respect your lifestyle, who you're with, you know what I'm saying? Unless that person's beating on you or some crazy stuff, they don't respect the relationship or respect this or that. Like, what's the point of having that around in your life? Time does not equal no loyalty, for real. Like, and I knew her since kindergarten. I'm not saying she was never loyal, but I'm just saying, like, people change. And I also take it too that maybe we outgrew each other. And I outgrew her, and she outgrew me. I wasn't on her level spiritually to her, I'm sure. And that's fine. Never no ill will. Me and this person are still like friends on social media, but we don't interact. But it's love from a distance. Like, I don't have to talk to you every day. I don't have to call you. I don't have to do none of this stuff. I can literally love from a distance easily. Like, that's real strong. That love from a distance game is strong. I just want to say, last ending note. If your friend isn't growing with you and you guys are just growing apart, it's okay. It's okay to separate, because guess what? God is going to have someone in your life that's on your level. And as you upgrade, and it's best if you have friends and y'all been friends since here and y'all been upgrading together as y'all went, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful friendship. But when you outgrow people, it's nothing negative behind that. It's okay to outgrow somebody, you know? It's okay to go separate ways. It's okay to love from a distance. If it's about your peace and your honor, your respect, that's all that matters. Okay? Seemed like a long-winded story. Hopefully you guys got the gist of what I'm trying to say. I've been trying to get this video out. I wanted this to be my first sit-down video, and, you know, we're gonna sit, talk, all those things. Okay, I need to learn and come up with the outro. I'm going to as I grow. But please like this video if you feel I did a good job. If you want to hear me talk a little more, you know, share, comment your stories. Comment if you experienced something like this. Have you experienced a friendship breakup? Did you manifest the best friend of your dreams? Did you ever experience something like this? You know, leave them comments below. All right. Thank you guys. Peace out. This is Halloween.